What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Curb Stomp podcast, where we're on the road to WrestleMania 40, and we're not injured, unlike everyone else in the fucking WWE.
I don't know. My shoulder kind of hurts. Oh, and my back. My back also hurts.
Is it a work back, or is it like...
It's my back hurts from carrying you through this podcast.
That's false. We know that's false. Because who was in the fucking live stream this weekend watching the Royal Rumble with everyone? Me.
Yeah, you were there then.
Who's and guess what? We'll be live this Sunday for fucking Vengeance. Me and you this time.
Yeah, I'll actually be here.
We'll be both of us, and we'll be live for Chamber, hopefully.
Hopefully. One of us will not be awake, or one... Actually, wait, you'll be awake, so, yeah, we'll be here.
No one else will be here. It'll just be, in an empty lobby.
And we will be here, and we will be square.
Hopefully.
Someone was like, I didn't know you liked wrestling. I'm like, yeah, I do.
Just a little bit.
Is that a like casual, like you watch? I'm like, I'm waking up at 4:30 a.m. one morning to watch a show. You decide what that is. They're like, I don't know if I'd call that casual. I'm like, probably isn't.
Well, it's also Australia, and that's Rhea Ripley. You got to be with it.
Wi-Fi. There he is.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up?
It's also in Australia, and Rhea Ripley is from Australia, so she's gonna main event, and it's gonna be the
girl. Oh yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna wake up. It's Rhea Ripley.
We had a busy week that happened.
And
it happened like Saturday, and then before the Rumble, right?
It was like right after we recorded.
Was it?
It was. I remember being in Sam's Club with my mom when that came out. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But outside of the big thing, typical. We have our injuries. Yeah. We have what we'd expect pay-per-view news-wise, especially with it being Rumble.
I do want to advise people that we will be talking about a certain topic that is very sensitive to some people. We have to discuss it in somewhat. We're not going to go in depth about it.
Wait, no. I have it all saved. We're gonna just touch scrape the surface.
We're gonna barely touch it, but we have to discuss it.
We have to.
Yeah, we're not gonna just ignore it.
How do I open this? John Laurinaitis is in hell. Brock Lesnar is in hell. Chris Benoit is laughing at Vince McMahon right now as he watches him walk down the stairs.
Chris Benoit is dragging him down. What are you talking about?
Yeah. You're with me, bitch. You're with me.
So yeah, Vince. It's mostly Vince McMahon is being accused of sex trafficking, of an employee of WWE, and offering her to service certain wrestlers, more precisely Brock Lesnar, for contract negotiations, and that led to Brock Lesnar being pulled from the Royal Rumble.
Good.
Validly.
Vince McMahon does not have his WWE page anymore.
And he's kicked out of the company entirely.
Resigned from TKO in any form of anything he had.
And John Laurinaitis is just a piece of shit. He has nothing to do with WWE, so you have no update on that. Obviously, none of these are substantiated. We can't just be... we're not going to go around being like... Vince McMahon is a piece of shit.
And don't try to tell us.
Vince McMahon has always been an asshole. Like, we've known this.
Yeah, Vince...
No man goes on TV and says the N-word to John Cena with Booker T sitting right there. It is a good man. No.
No one makes... It was Trish Stratus who did it too, that made her undress, put a collar on, and bark in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, and they also... I think Lita was threatened to be fired if they didn't do that 2006 celebration with Edge. The one that they banned from fucking watching wrestling.
It was... Vince is not a good dude.
Vince McMahon has a long history of just being a shitty human being. We're not going to defend him at all, obviously.
Why would we?
This is another thing in a line of long, terrible things he's never done. But yeah. I don't really want to come on the Brock stuff because that's allegations right now.
It's allegations. There's no concrete concrete proof.
It was correct to pull him from the Rumble, though. I want to say that because of the allegations.
And then the other side of it is we're only 90% sure that they were referring to Brock in that.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if there's anyone else who hits the qualifications that was specified.
No one fits the bill besides Brock.
But being a WWE and UFC World Heavyweight Champion, I can only think of one man.
Yeah, CM Punk was not that good in the UFC. He got his ass beat in the UFC.
He even referenced that on Monday.
He did. Also, if I'm Brock Lesnar, why would you cheat on Sable?
That's a good question.
Like, the fuck?
They would have been together at that time, yeah.
Yeah. They're still together.
Oh, well. We'll talk about this real quick because it ties into the Vince stuff. Slim Jim originally had pulled out as a sponsorship for the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another company that also pulled their sponsorship.
I think Cricket.
I didn't see if someone leaked it. But then as soon as Vince McMahon resigned, they came back.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a great opportunity to advertise, but also they're getting away from the shitty human being that is Vince McMahon. So, yeah,
fuck him.
And at least they have a new car too. So,
yeah, and it hasn't been stolen.
Yeah, it got stolen. They didn't lose it. It stolen, right?
Yeah, I think it was either stolen or they lost it.
It was one of those two.
They couldn't find it. That was they had to go hunt for it.
I don't know how you lose a car like that.
I don't know either. Oh well. Next up on the agenda was this wrestling show we didn't get to witness before last episode, before the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Friday Night SmackDown. And I have some agendas to push.
I see that. I'm literally looking at it.
Yes. First off, we had more Bloodline Fatal 4-Way stuff.
Obviously. Let's get stuff for the Rumble.
The biggest dub that was not in the ring was we got the return of the spinning where people pick the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
We got that back.
The bingo thing, yeah.
Which was the best addition we had.
Wasn't?
It was awesome.
Yeah,
because R-Truth made it special. And what made it even better was the number he pulled. I don't even understand how it correlates.
That's where he ran out for the Women's Rumble.
No, he ran out of 24.
No, Valhalla was 19.
She was 24.
I'm pretty sure she was 19.
All right.
We'll get to that when we get to the Rumble. Bro's looking it up right now.
Yes, I am. Boom. Somebody has it. 19 was Nia Jax. 24 is Valhalla.
Shut up.
Boom! But so, which makes me wonder, why did he have to quarantine? Did he have COVID-24, an advanced?
What?
Because he said, oh, does this mean I have to quarantine?
Or he just doesn't know how to read. We know R-Truth. We'll talk about R-Truth, but like he had a hot tag in the fucking Rumble. I don't think bro knows how to read.
Did you see the interview someone had with him? They're like, here, let me pitch you this idea. I think this whole time R-Truth's just been a secret genius.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. and Ron's like, you know, I'm too off the walls for that. Alexa Lopez is with Santos Escobar.
Okay.
We have new tag team women's champions.
Yeah, boy. I'm divided on that because I feel like I understand why they took it out Katana and Kaden early because they're still young, they're still getting developed, and this is like kind of like a trial run for them. But honestly, I think that they could be like great tag champions if they, were given the opportunity. But I love my Kabuki Warrior, so.
How old do you think? I cannot.
Katana and Kaden.
Katana, yeah. Katana.
I believe they're like 33, 34.
Katana is 34.
Look at that.
Damn.
That's still young in WWE terms.
Yeah, it is.
It's wild that Becky Lynch just turned 37.
Yeah, it is.
But we were like talking about that she's gonna retire soon, which she is going to. But like, goddamn.
Oh, let's talk about Well, actually, we'll talk about this as well. Whoop, that trick was on SmackDown.
Absolutely. And I love the report that came out.
I have it. I have it bookmarked.
I know. What are we talking about now? Since
he wasn't on at the Rumble. We're talking about SmackDown.
Yeah, but like due to his performance on SmackDown, that's why the report came out.
According to the report from House of Wrestling,
thank you.
They learned that a tenured WWE source that the SmackDown creative team is blown away by the reaction Trick got.
Yeah.
He is so over. It is the future. The belief is WWE now sees him as a future main eventer at the greatest show in the world.
WrestleMania 45, Carmelo versus Trick for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship.
For the Kaleb Stomp Podcast Championship.
That's if Trips actually, gets us a phone call.
Man, he'd be playing with himself. We got the ideas. But
we give out this whole mess of what's happened with WrestleMania.
let's talk about the first agenda.
This is your agenda.
My agenda. God damn, does Cross and AOP have aura?
Oh, absolutely.
They have so much fucking aura. If you would have told any wrestling fan 1 year ago, yeah, Karrion Kross leads a group and their aura is out of this world, no one would have believed you.
Karrion Kross has aura, but he doesn't have the work to back it up.
He did not have the aura that this one had.
It was like half his aura, but he had aura.
And then I saw a tweet. It was like, "This is the best faction in wrestling right now." Because
that's false.
They did not fuck around. They showed up. They beat the asses, and then they dipped. Did not overcomplicate it.
Damage control still exists. Until they don't.
Give me them. No. Give me my men tag team.
No, Ultimate Women's tag team.
Oh well.
Your fucking Final Testament.
My Final Testament.
Yeah.
Next on the list, and yes, I am going literally right down.
I know. I'm reading the list of my.
I am making sure you're aware. Jeez, communication. The WWE and UFC are having the first co-branded event.
It's Raw in July.
I have to find the tweet.
I know it's Raw in July.
It's Raw.
UFC 245.
It is it's February.
It's February.
It's not the same day.
Well, it's the same weekend.
It's the same weekend. UFC 298 is February 17th.
My number was way off.
And Raw is February 19th. It is in the same town. Yeah. UFC and WWE take over Anaheim.
I thought it was Boston. Okay, then I'm thinking about something else.
What are you on?
Boston's July, I guess. Then.
Are you okay, sir?
No, I'm not, apparently. I thought we were in Boston somewhere. Okay.
Are you alive?
Yeah, I am. I am alive.
Good. Now the best news of the weekend. Even though he is not the greatest human being in the world.
But he's the greatest youth champion of all time.
He recorded some stuff he probably shouldn't record.
He's made up for it, but he's still shitty because he's got that crypto scheme going on.
Yeah. But the greatest U.S. champion in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Has re-signed.
As a full-time wrestler.
And his exact quote was, "The WWE renewed my contract. Breaking news. And I figured if this is going to be a full-time job, maybe I should stop treating it as a hobby." Let's go!
Those almost tempered "let's go."
Yes, it is.
I can give you a good "let's go" right now, bro.
Oh, I'm saving it for the guy who gets the bigger one. Oh, a nice Rumble surprise.
Oh, okay.
The one who doubled up.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
the WWE Network is
Dunzo. So the partnership with Netflix starts.
So I'm confused. Okay, so is Peacock no longer going to host any WWE things?
I have no idea.
Because is every PLE going to be on Netflix?
I think it might be both.
Because it's going to suck for every reactionary content that's happening. No one's going to pull anything off Netflix. Because Peacock you can record off of. Netflix you can't. So That's gonna suck for everyone.
I think it might stay on Peacock.
I really hope so.
I hope
But
so.
keep it on the cock, my guy.
Pause.
No pause.
Pause.
Just keep it on the cock. I'm telling you, they need to rebrand how HBO Max are branded. Just take off the first 3 letters, and it's perfect.
Max.
Yeah, HBO Max is now Max. They took out the first 3 letters, which is HBO. So just take out the first 3 letters of Peacock, and you're fucking. Do you know
and
how
then
many
do it for
subscribers?
Netflix, and it's Flicks.
Yeah, Flicks and
Dude,
Raw, man. Flicks and Raw.
Dude, if
Flicks.
Peacock just named it Cock, there'd be a lot of 18-year-olds subscribe to it.
I'm telling you, your subscriber base would fucking skyrocket.
It would not be. I don't know if it's a good thing.
Dude, imagine seeing your bank statement just says cock -$5.
Honey, it's supposed to be $20 is $20. $20 is $20. Yes, but I did it for $5. Oh well. But my question is, because I have a friend who's New Zealand, I want to say.
Yeah.
Who only can watch like Raw and SmackDown through the WWE Network.
So that's the thing. They say the Netflix deal is for the US, Canada, and I believe the UK.
But then they also said that WWE Network's fully closing down.
Yeah. So I think we need more details. I think we're going to get more details more around the time that the deal actually goes into effect.
Because my homie still wants to be. My homie should be able to watch wrestling.
No, he's not allowed to anymore. He's banned.
Do you want to know why you would ban him? You want to know who his favorite wrestler is?
Snowman.
You want to know who his favorite wrestler is?
If it's Nia Jax, we need to burn him at the stake.
It's a male.
Is it Matt Riddle?
It's a male. No, he's still in the company. He's a high flyer you don't like.
Ricochet, fuck him.
Yes.
Fuck Ricochet. I have flyer.
He's a Ricochet guy.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't like it. You don't fuck with Ricochet, but
I'm not always hate Ricochet.
Is what it is. Oh well. Now the fun news of the weekend. The day I texted you, yo, we might have missed something big here.
No, I don't think we missed anything big.
And then Sports Illustrated proceeded to get hounded on by WWE.
Yeah. So Sports Illustrated put out an article basically telling people what the WrestleMania plans were, and getting it all wrong, first of all. And because the plans were what? Was it Punk versus
Cody?
Cody.
Roman Rock. Cody.
Not
Seth.
Cody.
No, I mean Seth Gunther.
There you go. Which is completely wrong.
Gunther's gonna win the Rumble and challenge Seth. That was a horrible buzzer.
Yeah, it was.
Cody Rock versus Roman could still happen.
Rock needs a build up. He needs a 6 to 1 year build up. It's how he's always done it since he came back. It's what he did with Punk with the Rumble. It's what he did with Cena for WrestleMania. He needs 6 months a year. What?
Cody versus CM Punk ain't happening.
Well, I think that's mostly just because of the injury.
I don't think it was ever the plan.
I don't think it ever was the plan. I'm just saying that now it's kind of like up for entirely.
We'll get to all those injuries in a bit.
Do you know what it is? That's WrestleMania 41's plans.
That either means Gunther's gonna get the world title within the next few months,
or Seth loses and picks it back up,
or Seth loses and picks it back up, or we have another year of Seth.
I'm fine with another year of Seth. I feel the IWC turned on Seth way too fast after he got the belt, and no one's giving him credit for the reign he's had, because I think his reign that he's had has been excellent. Just that, right now he's injured, but apparently he wants to do a 1 month bounce back.
He wants a month to get in ring before Mania.
No, he wants a 1 month bounce back. He wants to be back in February.
WWE, do not clear that man.
Honestly, at this point, I'm saying just don't clear him for Mania.
But I'd clear him 2 weeks before Mania. Let him do 2 matches. Let him work some house shows.
No, see. Here's the issue. So Punk's injured.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll talk more in depth about it. But Punk's injured. That was the plan for Seth, most likely, right?
Yeah, seems like it.
Gunther's not going to get set up properly if you want him to go against Seth.
we'll talk. I have a rant about the Gunther shit in a bit.
Well, and I'm not going in depth about
Oh
it.
yeah, I know. I'm warning you.
I'm just going off the list, and
Because
then
there's no man who's being more fucked over by all this shit than Gunther right now.
but you can't set up anything properly right now because
No.
either they're injured or there's not enough time or the PLEs are in weird places because Gunther can't go out of the country.
Our good friend we talk about all the time over the internet, Santi, the person we mention at least once a week. Like, I'm gonna go Santi Raw real quick.
But
he posted a gif of a cake pudding, and it's like WWE creative with the WrestleMania plans right now.
Yeah. But honestly, you have your women's division is set up really well.
The women's are so healthy. You might have to lean on them.
Remember like a month or two ago, we were like, man, the women's division is shattered with injuries. Now, all of a sudden after the Rumble, we're like, holy shit!
All of a sudden, we lose 3 main event men.
Yeah,
and not like main event. All three guys who could 2 of them will, one of them might. All 3 guys who could main event. Only one of them hasn't in the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're down 3 of them.
Yeah, that's a big issue. And I'm saying women's divisions, you have 2. You're gonna have at least 2 good matches that can main event night 1. Make one of them the main event of night 1.
Is there outside of Charlotte's the only one who's really injured and won't be at Mania?
Sonya Deville is injured, but she's also McCarding.
She wouldn't make Mania. She wouldn't be on the card.
She won't be on I'm not saying that she'll be in the main event. I'm just telling you who's injured. So the Charlotte, Sonya, and Dakota's currently still out.
Her knee brace is off.
I know. I'm very excited. I'm trying to think of any other woman that's currently like majorly hurt. I think there's a few bumps and bruises everywhere, but nothing like.
And everyone has bumps and bruises right now.
Yeah, there's nothing like.
And you have all the talent in NXT to fill spots in.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to talk about NXT talent coming up.
And we have another agenda to push later about a person we finally got. And goddamn, was the wait worth it?
Yeah, baby, I'm so excited.
Oh well, let's get to that.
Royal Rumble, baby.
It's a sort of news because a lot of the news that came out was quite literally concerning this event because that's what the focus was on. Mm-hmm. But I want to start with the interesting part of it, the card order.
It was very interesting. Yes,
that was not the card order I expected.
There was the Women's Rumble first.
I expected the women's first.
Well, yeah, but like
I expected a women's U.S. title, men's Rumble.
See, I expected,
and then Roman, because Roman main events everything. It feels like
that's why the only thing I had to swap there is the Roman and men's Rumble. I think that there wasn't much story going on for the Roman match, so I could see it going before the men's Rumble and then having like LA Knight or Randy or someone pop up in there. But obviously that didn't happen. But yeah, it was a very interesting order having Roman go second.
And it was the worst match.
And before Logan Paul.
And it was the worst match of the night.
It was indeed the worst match of the night.
And I don't even know if it was close.
No, it wasn't close at all.
Like the 2 of the other theme matches were outstanding.
Mm-hmm. I would say that we had 2 3/4 of great match.
Yeah.
Great matches out of the 4. Which is not bad.
I want to make sure we're on the same page. We're talking about about the men's Rumble, right?
The men's Rumble was a little bit tapered down, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, we're on the same page.
The men's Rumble picked up in the last half of it, but other than that,
the middle was.
We'll talk about it. Let's start off with the first part of the card.
First part of the card, women's Rumble.
Is the women's Rumble. We have a lot to talk about, bro. There's so much to talk about in the women's Rumble.
I almost want to wait on the women's Rumble.
You want to wait on the women's Rumble? That's
I almost want to like.
Let's have the women's Rumble be our main event of the Rumble card.
You and I have a debate to have.
A debate.
Because you and I disagree on one thing about that Rumble.
The winner?
And it concerns last year's Rumble as well.
What?
One of us says it's the best women's Rumble of all time.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, we'll talk about Roman Roman.
There's one reason I don't say that this one was the best Rumble, and
And it's because mommy.
no, it's actually not that.
Bullshit.
We'll talk about it when we get to the women's Rumble. Let's get to the Rumble.
Roman Reigns. Why did I almost say he faced Kevin Owens for like 5 straight years at the Rumble? That's why.
Three.
Well, it feels like 5.
It was 3.
Roman, LA, Randy, the phenomenal one.
Yeah.
One person did way too much in that match to try
Randy?
to make it better.
Which
LA Knight went out there to beat the allegations.
I'd say LA Knight went hard, and they've heavily prioritized LA Knight. I'm like, okay, is LA Knight gonna fucking win this randomly?
Because it's building to Mania.
Not really.
It's gonna be the build. They want to keep him as he was the smallest star in that match.
It's kind of hard when you have Hall of Famer.
Well, Hall of Famer AJ Styles, Super Hall of Famer Roman,
2-time Hall of Famer probably,
and then the Hall of Famer,
like 3-time Hall of Famer,
like 7.
Evolution himself.
If you put in, you could put in the RKO in the Hall of Fame by itself.
I don't know if you could. Do they allow moves into the?
This should be the only move allowed in.
The AA.
Nah.
The STFU, the GTS.
RKO better.
The spear.
RKO better. The best spot of the match though was the RKO.
I don't even know. Like, I don't even think that was like planned completely. That RKO.
Roman looked genuinely shocked.
And he's like, "Okay, we're doing this, but all right."
And Randy had a great match too. Honestly, yeah. I credit Randy so much for saving the match because it looked like AJ and Roman and LA Knight were not going to kick out.
Mm-hmm.
So Randy went out and said, "I have to kick out for all 3 of us," and flinged them all. But I'm in a tough spot. It
wasn't a good match. I was very bored by it. I think it might have been that I knew what was going to happen. Honestly, it's so long being there was the thing that ruined it for me. I think it would have been a fine match. I've been like, okay, whatever, but like. It just turned bad once Solo came out. I'm like, this is the one time you can have Roman win clean.
Do it in some bullshit way.
Or, have the OC run out and stop Solo.
What I was saying, I was like, if Roman wins clean, it needs to be Randy hits like an RKO off of a phenomenal forearm, and Roman throws him out of the ring.
Yeah.
That's how they needed to do it. And Roman steals the pin. You keep that alive. Mm-hmm. Make Roman wrestle on a Friday. Actually, no, you have to save Roman Randy for pay-per-view.
Yeah.
PLE, sorry.
Oh, whatever. Oh, shit.
I'm never gonna call it a PLE naturally.
It was just a lame match.
Rhyming accidentally. Mm-hmm. Hey.
Bro ruined it.
Oh well, anything else you have to say about this match?
It was just a lame match. I was bored by it. They tried to do the triple stack, but it was weird.
If the best way to describe it is it felt something was off.
I thought there was gonna be some story element thrown in there.
I don't know what was off about it.
They gave him like 10 minutes to work to not even like 10 minutes. It was like 15 minutes to work.
Something was off. I can't put my finger on it yet.
Something was missing. Definitely true. There's no reason you put Roman second if you're not going to have the guys come out into the Rumble.
Yeah. We also have the greatest U.S. champion retaining against Kevin Owens,
who fractured his foot in this match.
Oh, he wrestled with it. He fractured it before then.
Kevin Owens is fucking insane.
Yeah, so he fractured his. It was on Friday. He fractured his foot apparently, or like the Friday before. He has had a fractured foot, and you could have found some story element like Grayson Waller takes the spot, or
why would Grayson Waller take the spot? They're friends. We saw what happened. Get you a homie like theory, okay?
We know him. He's with us. He's with us. But Kevin Owens is insane.
Absolutely.
He's one of the 3 wrestlers whose Mania's in the air. But I would say his is the least in the air.
I think so, yeah.
And
it's even like the wrestlers aren't in the air. There's one wrestler in the air. There's one that's completely out, and there's another one who's like will probably be okay for Mania, but like is it currently injured? Punk's out. Rollins can come back before.
I marked Rollins as good for Mania in my mind.
It's too close to call.
The main event guy I was referring to is the guy in hell. The guy we talked about at the start of the episode, the wrestler.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
That was the guy I was talking as one of the 3.
He doesn't exist in my mind anymore. There's a better version of him now, so.
And we'll talk about him a lot more later because I think that's another.
Yeah.
That's another agenda pusher.
Absolutely.
That's one. You know, you and I talked about him last night. Even we don't even talk about stuff like that, especially before recording day.
We typically don't. We talk about shit before.
We don't. We try to avoid that. We couldn't.
No, bro's too good.
We couldn't resist the temptation of talking about the myth, and the legend, Ron Killings.
Yeah, absolutely.
But shout out to the ref. Logan Paul posted him. 2020 vision.
So we need to get him in the Roman match this year in Mania, right?
It would be so funny if they poke his eyes, so that's why he doesn't see it. That's a Trips thing.
Have him come on like fucking Daredevil glasses.
Yeah, that match was just good.
It was really good. So they part of Logan's crew tried to bring out the brass knuckles again, which failed. The ref caught him almost immediately coming off the barricade, which is insane for a ref to be able to catch that. And then they kicked him out, but then Theory and Grayson Waller walk out, be like, "Yo, what's up?
No, that's our homie. What's up, Chi? Hey, he with us."
And then they take the brass knuckles, and then they give it to Logan. But then Kevin Owens is like, "Fuck you!" He takes the brass knuckles,
hits him with them,
hits it with them, and then starts the pin. And then the ref goes,
2.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I caught you, bitch.
No ref in the history catches that shit, but what's his name? I want to say his name is Rob Tran, but that's probably wrong.
Yeah, his last name's Tran, I want to say.
I know his last name's Tran. I just don't know. Is it Bobby Tran? It's something. Mike? It's one of those basic names. It's Bob, Mike, Rob, something like that. Bro has the vision of an eagle. Nothing can get past him. Are you looking up his name?
No.
Okay. I will look up his name so we can give him his flowers.
I was getting something else pulled up.
Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens. That's not his name. What the fuck?
No.
Does he? What the fuck? That's not his name? Last name's not Tran?
Pretty sure it is. Oh, well. The ref did it was hilarious. We're giving him his flowers, even though his storyline.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna talk about this real quick. Do you want to do men's or women's first?
Well, you want to leave the ones for the main event.
Okay, then men's first.
All right. Well, end of the night, we're gonna start we're gonna continue.
We're pushing our agenda.
All right. How do you want to start this?
We'll talk about the story being built from 1 and 2. Jimmy and Jey Uso.
Who was 1 and 2?
Jimmy and Jey Uso were 1 and 2. You forgot?
I definitely forgot. I thought my brain just didn't.
You even texted me. You even sent me. It's awesome how Jimmy and his wife were number 2.
It's Wednesday. Remember, my brain is so used to like covering this shit on Tuesday, but we had to push to Wednesday because of what we're doing this week. But like,
But and then let me pull. We had Waller 3, which
2 or 3.
Waller.
This year was the first year that Both first eliminations in the Rumble were both Australian. Just a random fact.
Kind of find it funny as hell.
Huh?
I find that funny. They're racist towards Australians.
Oh, it's also setting up for the chamber, my guy.
Yeah. But the big entry in the first 5 was number 4.
Was it? I thought it was number 3. No.
No, Andrade was number 4.
Andrade
Cien
I fucked that up.
Our newest big star.
Bro is all shoulders.
Just
Bro
realized
has
this.
the biggest shoulders I've ever seen. Like,
He has big shoulders.
I get why Charlotte's into him.
Yeah.
The shoulders are. Is that Shiloh?
Shiloh! You good, bro? No. Yeah? Is that a yes?
He's a beagle, right?
Husky.
He's a husky?
Yeah.
I thought. Why don't know why?
Shiloh, come here.
Beagle.
Shiloh!
This is why these two dogs are taking over as the dog of CSP.
Come here, Shiloh. All right. No, he's halfway there. Okay, Andrade was number 4.
I'm so sorry to our listeners. Yeah, Andrade was number 4. Big ass shoulders. Charlotte was only him up before the match. Like, it was nice to see. Charlotte's recovery has been insane. Also, I just want to say that. Like,
Yeah.
she's still doing her Superman.
She should have been number 30. Should have replaced who number 30 was.
Fuck, who was number 30?
In the women's?
Oh, in the women's, I know. Sammy was the men's. That's right.
Yeah, that's just Charlotte should have been number 30 instead of the person we got.
Why am I forgetting who 30 wasn't? No, fuck off. Fuck you.
It's Alexa Bliss!
Okay. Let's cover the men's rumble. Continue.
But Andrade's here. And then
He signed her. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Never mind.
yeah. And then we had our typical, run of no big names.
That was a surprising thing with the men's rumble. I thought we would have a lot bigger names in the rumble.
They saved them all to the end.
Did they?
Yeah.
All right. I guess. I mean, not really.
Who the
I gotta look at the fucking order.
I need to pull up a different list of this anyways.
2024 men's Royal Rumble order.
But
that's okay.
no. Oh.
What was that?
Okay, is this gonna give me the actual list? Because I do not know who. Okay, that's what. Thank you. But yeah. So we had a run. We got Robbie Lashley throughout Karrion Kross to continue that story.
Are we forgetting who number 5 was? His first Royal Rumble ever?
Yeah.
Carmelo Hayes?
Mid.
We're not gonna
Mid.
disrespect Carmelo like that.
No, I love Carmelo. But yes, Carmelo Hayes was first Rumble. We didn't get my dream though of the Oreo with Tom and Nick Mysterio.
Well, it's because Braun wasn't here.
Someone else took the Oreo pleasure in a different Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And they took it way better than I could have imagined.
Absolutely.
But the best moment was as Bobby Lashley and a Karrion Kross, Final Testament, and they call themselves the Pride, right?
They haven't given them it on TV, but that's what the rumors were saying, that they're called the Pride.
As they were fighting out, we had a Ludwig Kaiser coming in. And Ludwig's like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?"
Dude, I saw a tweet that was too funny.
You saw the same one I did.
Was that Ludwig Kaiser was offended by black people?
Yes. Yes. When you did that, I knew exactly. I was like, I wasn't gonna be the one to say it.
It was the funniest tweet.
It was funny as well.
He was just straight up offended.
But a quick shoe clock for Ludwig Kaiser.
No.
Yes, because he's the first German wrestler to enter the Rumble.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes, he's the first German wrestler to enter the Men's Royal Rumble.
That seems wrong.
I saw
like
that too.
German, or just like from German descent?
From Germany.
This still feels wrong. That feels like that doesn't feel exactly correct. But okay, sure, whatever.
But then we had, after Ludwig, we got Theory, Balor, some guy we'll talk about a little bit more later, Cody Rhodes.
Just some
nobody.
dude at 15, yeah.
We got Big Bronson Reed.
Which is disgusting.
We got Kofi.
Who did no shenanigans this year. Not even like
they didn't even try.
They didn't try it.
They handed the reins off to someone else in the Women's Rumble who tried the hardest.
Yeah.
Kai McGuire. Then we got the GOAT, Gunther. The dogs take over. Gunther was number 18.
Was he 18? Okay, yeah.
Ivar 19.
Gross.
And then we got the one man we all wanted, the all man we love.
Dominic Mysterio?
Huff, huff. Braun Breaker.
Dude, the funniest shit. I haven't found the clip yet, but I've been wanting to post it forever because I haven't gone back and watched the Men's Rumble. JD's on the side of the ring. He hasn't gotten in yet.
He's just barking at him.
He just barks the fuck up. He just picks up his head and just starts barking at him. Bro's fucking crazy, and I fucking love it. Absolutely fucking insane. Who the fuck barks
I'm gonna go through these next two entries, and then before we talk about Braun Breaker, we got Omos at 21.
Gross.
And then we got the best surprise entry of the entire night.
22. The fuck is 22?
The guy didn't even know he was in the Rumble until his music hit. Pat McAfee was in the Royal Rumble.
I love the story he told shortly after.
Did you see the tweet, the quote he had afterwards?
That he got in the ring because he didn't know.
He didn't know. And then there's 7-3 Omos sitting there, and then Braun Breaker just barking at him.
So he just stepped out. He's like, all right,
he's like, I'm not doing this. And then Cole's like, you beat my record. He's like, that thing's not real.
Apparently, he did not know at all that he was in the Rumble.
Which it makes sense because he was just really nicely, weirdly, for a show.
That's true. I mean, also apparently he used the replacement for Brock.
So apparently, what happened was Brock was supposed to be number 20.
Mm-hmm.
Brock shit happened. So they're like, hey, Braun, you were going to have a smaller role in this Rumble. But now we need a new Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, you're just Brock Lesnar now.
You're now Brock Lesnar.
Which absolutely, you know what? I'm good with that. Braun Breaker being the new Brock Lesnar, I'm happy.
You remember how you DM'd me the stat that Cody had the most eliminations?
Yes, sir.
He was tied.
Did he tie it?
Braun.
Okay, Google, stop. My dog, I've recording this earlier than I originally thought we were going to.
Braun Breaker also had 4 eliminations.
When I read it, it said he eliminated himself. So, but that wasn't true because Dominic eliminated him.
Dominic eliminated him, yeah.
Yeah, but when I was reading it, it said he eliminated 3 other people and then eliminated Braun Breaker. I'm like, no, he didn't.
Let me read this list again. Yeah, so he eliminated Finn.
Uh-huh.
He eliminated Ivar.
Mm-hmm.
He eliminated Omos.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the other one? I saw someone he had 4.
I saw 4 as well, but it said Braun Breaker. So I'm gonna go with 3. I'm just going with
Jimmy Uso.
Okay, so
he eliminated Jimmy as well. So we got 4. So we tied. Right. And he wasn't in the ring that long.
No, but he made a list of it.
Pat McAfee.
Where's the one dog? There you are.
Pat McAfee said a stat, and I'm like, there's no way that's true.
What's that?
Braun Breaker was measured at going 20 miles an hour off the ropes.
I don't doubt it.
And then right after that, he did a spot off the ropes, and that man was flying. I'm like,
Braun Breaker is
that man real?
I feel like he's in smelling salts all the time.
They naturally built into his nose.
Well, because no man has that much energy. Like, even when I'm fully, caffeinated and, motivated, I'm, half that level. There's no way I get to that level.
I mean, he walked in there. He fucked everyone up. Let's be real here.
I thought it was...
What do you think I was going to say?
I thought it was he fucked everyone up. I was going to go to yo.
He fucked Omos. That's for sure.
That's fair. Almost sapiens.
Braun was. I have something hilarious to say about Omos
Oh God.
in a bit. Um, but Braun Breaker went in and said, "You get a spear." Oh, Finn, I'm gonna toss you up and body slam you, and then throw your ass out of the ring, going 100 miles an hour.
Bro literally took that like 110% and like to
Doubled
extreme.
it.
Yeah.
Here, oh, you want me to go 110? Here's 220%.
Bro did the most and was awesome.
Braun Breaker, we've been saying for a while he's ready.
Mhm.
If he does not have a match at Mania,
Dude, Sean wants to keep him in, bro.
he can pull double duty.
Yeah, but Sean just needs to let him go because he's ready. There's nothing for him to do in NXT.
To be fair, he does have a storyline going on right now in NXT
I don't care.
with Baron Corbin.
I don't care. They already had a match. Just fucking call them off.
No, they're the tag team now.
Didn't the Dusty Rhodes thing finished up?
No, they have the final still.
Okay. Well, after that, it's done. After that's done, fuck off.
Yeah, after that, he's ours, Sean.
Sean, give him to Hunter.
Give me him.
Give him to Hunter.
Give me the likable Brock Lesnar.
Give me the Brock Lesnar that shows up to work.
Give me the Brock Lesnar that has more charisma, more talent. Actually, no, I can't say more talent.
No, he's got more talent. I'll say it.
I won't.
I will.
When Brock wants to, Brock's the best in-ring worker in the world.
But that's when he wants to. But
Braun Breaker wants to.
Yeah, Braun Breaker wants to do it all the time.
Well, let's talk about our friend Omos.
Omos.
Did you happen to see the TikTok of him talking about him being 7'3"?
No, I saw that his whole TikTok is just hidden rating fragrances now. It's just him like taking colognes and just like rating the colognes or whatever. It's something like that.
He was asked how did Omos Sapiens started?
I have
like, well, I'm 7'3". I'm the most proportional human alive. I'm 7'3". I have a 7'3" wingspan. I'm like, cool. Open the comments. Oh God, if he's the most proportional. And someone's like, "Dear God, help someone." I'm like, bro, that is the comment to make, but fuck.
Jesus.
But oh well. We got the dude who got bucked at, JD.
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair, a lot of people got bucked at.
No, but JD got like, it was the most like demoralizing barked at because he was on the ground and if you get your head picked up and just getting barked at for no reason.
I gotta see if I can find this. I gotta see if I can find the picture. But let me see. There has to be a picture of this. They had a feud in NXT.
Okay. I still think JD needs to be sent down to NXT. Hey, can we trade JD for Braun? That's equal, right?
I can't find the image.
That's an equal trade, I feel like.
Can't find the image.
Bro, you cannot find the image. Bless you.
But JD was the fastest man's elimination.
Of this Rumble, yes. Not very close.
1 seconds.
1.1 seconds.
We need to get Santino in the Rumble. He
says he knows how
he
to
can break it.
He knows how to, apparently.
Oh, well. And then we got Truth, the GOAT. Tag me in! Tag me!
First ever man to get a hot tag into the Rumble. From Dominic.
Dom knew what was up.
Because he was, I think, wasn't Dom asking for help because he's getting his ass beat, and then
No, so Truth is just standing there waiting for a tag, and Dom's just looking at him like, "What the hell?" And then he starts getting his ass beat, so he hot tags Truth in.
I fucking love Truth. Truth was the best part of the
Truth,
Rumble.
if he's the main event of Mania,
absolutely. Roman versus
it's a 15-minute comedy show.
Give it to me.
I don't care. Roman, Cody, Roman, Rock.
Mm-hmm.
It could be Rhea versus Jade versus Becky versus Liv versus Charlotte, Prime Charlotte versus Bayley. Every great women wrestler of all time.
What are you doing, dude? What the fuck are you doing? I apologize to anyone listening to the podcast or them watching it, but
Go check this out on YouTube.
please.
Like, goddamn.
What the fuck was he doing? He'll move stuff around to like get comfortable, but like I've never seen him just move like that.
But we looking at you like, what's so funny, huh? So funny. Okay. Oh yeah, Tooth's awesome. That was a Tooth moment. We got the Miz at 25. The person who picked up the most heat in the Rumble, Damian Priest.
Yeah, for being the shit of R-Truth.
And then eliminating R-Truth.
L.
CM Punk.
At 27. I called it in the live stream. I said 27. He's going at 20. What the fuck are you doing?
No, it was like 10 years to the day. Something. 27 made a lot of sense. Oh, I bookmarked that tweet, actually.
His last match was January 27th in the Rumble. He came back January 27th in the Rumble. And number 27. Not number 5.
Oh,
at 5.
Ludwig Kaiser, first German-born superstar.
There we go. There's your answer.
No, where is it? Where is it?
Bro, it's struggling.
The same day, January 27th. So, yeah.
I told you the whole thing.
And then the final 3, we had Ricochet.
I forgot Ricochet was in this fucking match. I completely forgot the man was even in the match.
He was eliminated by CM Punk.
Good.
He didn't even make the final 8.
Good.
Drew McIntyre, number 29.
Scottish Warrior, let's go.
And something else we don't agree on. One of us liked the number 30 of this Rumble.
I loved it.
One of us wishes he was 28.
What could have been better? I mean, obviously get rid of Ricochet, but what could have been 30? If Sammy was 28, who's 30?
Sheamus.
Maybe Sheamus isn't ready because that's why he was in the Rumble. I 1,000% think they would put Sheamus in the Rumble if he was ready.
He's been cleared for a while.
But that doesn't mean he's ready. You can be cleared, but not ring ready.
He is ring ready. It's Sheamus.
Who knows?
You could have.
He's old. He's injured.
You could have had him enter, eliminate Gunther, and then get thrown out quickly by Drew.
Then you set up the Gunther fucking match at WrestleMania, and it just we've seen that match 4 other times. We don't need to see it again.
We've seen Gunther Sheamus 1-on-1 twice. Once.
I don't need to see it again.
And it was the match of the year that year.
Okay, I don't need to see it again. I've seen it before. I don't need to see it again.
But I thought it was one of those. It was the unhappiest I've ever. I was happy to see Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the unhappiest I was to see Sammy.
So
I love Sammy.
Me being back at 30 was perfect. I wish he was in the match longer. Because bro did not last that long, but it's fine.
And then
yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
the final 4 was the right final 4.
It was Gunther, Drew,
Yes,
Cody, Punk.
The right 4.
I was supposed to say, I'm trying to remember the 4. Who could have us? I would like Jay to be there, but that's fine.
Nah, no.
I can live with it. It'd been awesome if Dominic was there. The guy who should have won the Rumble. Wait, we skipped over that part. Dominic tossed out Braun Breaker.
And what makes it funny is Braun Breaker literally took over Brock's script.
Yeah.
So Dom was supposed to eliminate Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah. So apparently that was supposed to be set up for Elimination Chamber was Brock Dom, which I would have loved to see, but Braun Dom
would have died.
No, because I feel like Dom would have won that match. I 1,000% could see Dom winning that match. Dom can still win the match. They should still do Dom versus Braun at
Brain split.
Chamber. I don't care.
Don't make me expose you because last night you were. Last night.
Yeah.
Last night you were rambling.
He's NXT. There's no brand split for NXT members. He's not signed to SmackDown exclusively. He's going to SmackDown.
He
Doesn't
will
mean
be.
he's. But guess what you do? Guys, you set it up on Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. You can do it all.
Dom's exclusive.
Dom's not exclusive to NXT. No.
He is now.
No.
He'll never be on NXT again.
False.
But then we got the best 10 minutes of wrestling, I'd argue, in the entire show.
False. Not the best 10 minutes of wrestling. No. That's in the Women's Rumble.
I thought that the best 10 minutes of pure wrestling was Cody CM Punk 10.
Nope.
I thought it
was a great 10 minutes. But that was not the best 10 minutes of wrestling.
To me, off the top of my head, I think that was the best 10 minutes I saw of wrestling.
Nope.
That of pure wrestling.
Nope.
Because there's probably 10 minutes that won in the women's with our girl becoming a piece of paper.
Nope. Not even that part.
But Punk, Cody, when we finally get that, will be good. Will be great.
When Cody wins the WWE Championship in April, because that's my agenda impression. Cody versus Punk's happening as one of his first events is first 4.
I would not be shocked if they hold out for the Punk Rollins. But ultimately, we got our first back-to-back winner in 20 years.
26 years.
26 years.
Let's be exact here. This is
Cody
professionals.
Rhodes.
We're professionals.
Cody Rhodes was the winner of the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble.
1 second.
No.
Okay, so yeah, first time, 2-time winner in 26 years, Cody Rhodes. After CM Punk, I think delivered. If he won, that was the line of the night. Would have been the line of the night. Being, I didn't wait 10 years to lose to Dusty's Kid. Great line. Would have been better if he won.
Here's something I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Was that the planned finish?
No. It was not.
Because
it was the planned finish. Sorry, I apologize.
And this is where we can kind of talk about Punk's stuff for a bit.
Yep.
Punk's missing WrestleMania.
Because he tore his tricep.
Tore his tricep in the middle of the match.
I think it's when Drew tossed
it was a Drew DDT.
Yeah.
And Punk kind of knew right away.
Oh, he knew immediately. He went to the fucking corner and told the ref.
And apparently he meant to do a push-up. And apparently he does this a bunch during the matches where if something is hurting, he'll go do a push-up.
Mm-hmm.
He barely could do it.
Yeah, no. But it was not.
And he knew. Well, do you think there's a chance that they made an audible of we're going to need Cody to win?
No, I don't think so. Because they could have gone a million ways with it if they really wanted to do something else. I think that the plan was always Cody. And that's why Punk made it that far. I also think that there's a little bit of it, the storytelling of it being that Punk may have lost on purpose because he's still looking out for Dusty's Kid. Because he knows that Dusty's Kid needs to finish the story. He needs to face Roman. He needs to take down the beast. I think that as much as I want to say that Punk was the plan, because that was my original agenda, that's who I picked to be the winner. I still think it's Cody. That was the original plan all along.
I just realized we didn't talk about one man returning at the start of the show.
Who returned at the start of the show?
We
did talk about Pat. We talked about Pat
about him in the Rumble.
Yeah, we talked about him returning at the beginning of the episode.
We didn't talk about him on commentary.
Yes, we did.
No, we did not.
We talked about him. He's back in commentary, but we'll talk more about the commentary when we're at the fucking point where he returns for commentary.
But he was back for the Rumble. We didn't have to riot.
Mm-hmm. But Cody Rhodes is our first winner, first back-to-back winner in 26 years. I want to talk about what happened right after he won. So he wins. He points at the sign. You know how everyone kind of just like takes it in, looks at the sign, kind of like. Bro did not do it. He looked at the sign, did a point for 2 seconds, and then turned around and just pointed straight at Roman and says, "You're mine. I'm coming for you." And
That wasn't the
chills.
best part about it.
That was part of the whole night, I think.
There was one bet. It was something you had. It was subtle. Code and it was like the double finger point, which is for the Young Bucks,
Oh, was it?
and then the gun for Kenny Omega,
I didn't pick up on that, but
which is right after he eliminated CM Punk, who was reportedly having backstage issues with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks.
that's kind of funny.
And everyone's like, and it made sense because Young Bucks are, there's something going on with them in AEW right now.
I have zero idea.
And then Kenny Omega has his health issues.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one of those calls where he goes, and then he turns around and he starts talking. Roman couldn't hear him for shit. Obviously, no one could.
Dude, you ever seen that template, that meme template? Like, you talking to me? Me? That was just Roman.
Roman knew he was talking to him. Roman just didn't want to admit it. Roman was pissed.
Oh, dude, the story that WWE put on their TikTok right afterwards, Roman was fucking stressed. He was stressing. I can't.
And I just saw this. Apparently, right after the Roman match, Paul Heyman said to Logan Paul, "Beat that motherfucker."
Dude, this feud's about to be generational. We took out one generational fucking feud with Punk and Rollins for another one. Like, goddamn, this is gonna be great. I can't wait for this lead up. This is gonna be awesome.
Oh well, we have nothing else to talk about that night. No other match.
Well, first let's talk about the Rumble by the numbers for the men's.
Oh, you posted less of these, but I have them.
I have my numbers.
I have them too.
Cody had 4 eliminations, which was the most by the men's, which is a tie with Braun apparently. Mm-hmm. Jay, as I correctly predicted, was the Iron Man for the men's match. Who
did I say would be the Iron Man?
I have zero idea.
I think I said Cody.
I think you did, but I don't think he came close.
I also said Cody for most eliminations.
Which I think you got correctly. So I think I said Braun. I'm pretty sure I said Braun.
I didn't write mine down.
I didn't either. Jay was the Iron Man at 50 minutes and 55 seconds. JD was the fastest elimination in the men's at 3 seconds, 1.1 off the record, like you said earlier. This is the first time ever that number 15 has ever won the Rumble, either in both the men's or the women's. That's all I have for the men's.
Yeah, you didn't have a lot for the men's.
Because the men's wasn't very spectacular. The women's is where I have all my numbers.
And then let's talk about... there's no other Rumble that happened.
Shut the fuck up. Talk about the women's.
Okay. So, number 1 was Natalya.
Which, valid.
I don't remember who number 2 was. Irrelevant.
The wife of number 2 in the men's. She's back.
It was funny. Me and my cousins were sitting there. And I'm like, I know it's probably her, but I have to see the hoodie come off before I
was going to say, I have to see her show up before I
have to see the face before I buy in, because this is the kind of Hunter shit that he would troll us with, like Chelsea Green.
Hey, let's talk. Don't give Chelsea Green her flowers, okay?
But Chelsea Green would be the person who would fake that shit.
Fair.
To troll everyone. But Naomi, welcome home.
She's back, and apparently going to SmackDown.
I'm not surprised.
I mean, we could have a few more top-notch women, and Raw would be great. The ring, yeah, I know. But yeah, Naomi shows up at number 2, which is, I was surprised. I thought she'd be like number 15, 16.
I thought she would be in the middle or later end.
Yeah. But number 2, I mean, and she was... I'll talk about that in a little bit. But like, she was great in the match. She didn't miss a beat. I thought she was awesome. Who was number 3?
You don't remember who number 3 was?
Was number 3 the one I'm thinking of?
Number 3 is also the new golden spot for the Women's Rumble.
Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah. So Bayley entered number 3.
Yeah.
Which awesome. It gave me a lot of nerves though, because I thought they're not going to have two women back-to-back years. Just do it like
go the distance.
Shit. Yeah, go the distance basically.
Number 4 is Candice LeRae.
No pop. 0 pop.
Negative pop.
I'm like,
Dead
bro,
silence.
I was like, I felt so bad, and I could see that. I mean, they're probably not going to because the relation to like Johnny Gargano and like like the whole indie stuff like that, they have like a connection. But if he didn't have that, I think she could get released pretty soon if she wasn't willing to.
That was bad.
Yeah,
Even Indy got a.
I was gonna say, if people. I saw someone on Twitter bash Indies like how did she get a pop? I'm like, no one, you don't want NXT apparently because Indy's awesome, but like
I saw a tweet and it was like there's some new girl in NXT and they're like, oh look, it's Australian Indy Hartwell now because it looks exactly like it was like Mexican or
it's Hispanic.
it was Hispanic.
Yeah,
It was something. It was some I couldn't remember.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
I was like, that's so fucked up but true.
I was like, Indy's Australian. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not smart.
But Indy was the first elimination when she did eventually come in. I think she came in
and then we had a pop
after
at
Candace.
5. We had a pop at 5.
It was 5. So Indy.
We're gonna sit here until you remember who it is.
Oh, was it Jordan?
Yes.
Okay, Jordan Grace from TNA Knockouts champion. This is the second time ever that the women's knockout champion has ever showed up at WWE's Royal Rumble. The first time was Mickie James, but that makes sense.
And this one's different
because she's never been in WWE.
No, not even that. When Mickie appeared, she had a verbal agreement that she was going to stay with TNA. She was a free agent at the time. Apparently.
Oh, was she?
Apparently, Jordan Grace is signed with TNA, and she was not in the Rumble.
Dude, Triple H just opened that forbidden door.
Don't do that. He doesn't like that term.
I don't care. He's opened the forbidden door. I don't give a shit.
No, I saw someone bash. It was our friend Evo. I love you, Evo.
He's like, this.
I know, but you never know. But play it safe. He said something along of because Hunter bashed the term forbidden door.
I think the reason he bashed it is because it's a PLE at NEW.
No, he just doesn't like the term. He doesn't like any of those terms, like floodgate, open the gate, whatever. He doesn't like any of those terms. And some people are trying to twist it and saying he doesn't want that door to be opened.
No, then Jordan Grace would not be in the fucking match.
No, he wants it open, but he just doesn't like the terms because he thinks wrestling should just be one
entity. Yeah.
Entity.
But I think that Jordan Grace, she looked amazing in the match. I want to say that first of all. But honestly, this was the perfect thing for both WWE and TNA because it gets more eyes on TNA because now you see their talent in a wide, big spectacle in the Royal Rumble, and WWE is now getting talent to aid their current roster. Their roster is already stacked on the women's side of things, but having it, aided by such talent like Jordan Grace is absolutely fantastic.
It was awesome. And she was good.
She's amazing. Like
she was great.
She was like, I would say probably like top 5-ish performers in the Rumble.
Yeah. And then we had Indy.
Who got a pop?
Asuka.
Yeah.
Ivy Nile.
Which apparently people are like, why is Ivy Nile in this fucking Rumble? Do you not know who Ivy Nile is? Ivy Nile's a fucking badass.
Ivy Nile's awesome.
Yeah, people fucking suck.
Katana Chance was in the Rumble.
People were also bashing all the fucking tag teams being. I mean, I was like, bro, they had a storyline set up. There was just kind of a botch that happened that kind of fucked that up. So,
you think it was a botch as well?
It was definitely a botch.
I
love her, but it was a botch.
I really did think for a second she was going to pull it off.
She could have. There was an easy way to get out of that. Put one foot down, have Asuka pull you up.
Oh, but it wouldn't have been as cool.
No, it wouldn't have been as cool. But that's the reason why she didn't pull it off.
Bianca Belair was number 10.
Who was awesome in this match.
We can talk about her later when we get to another. Mm-hmm. That is something that
But she came out fucking swinging though. Like the first 5 minutes of Bianca's coming in, absolutely fucking wrecking ball.
And then we had Toby Maguire into the Rumble after that.
I love Kari.
Kari's
so funny.
The other one I sent it to you as well was Tom Holland holding the ship together.
She also posted on her story of her being Batman.
I love her so much.
Kari is hilarious, but she got tossed over relatively soonish, and she, I think, missed the ropes, and then she grabbed onto the side of the apron. So she was kind of like, she was literally Spider-Man.
She was definitely in real pain there.
And Asuka was trying to help her out, but like it was almost an impossible situation unless they like bent the rules. So she just dropped, and then
she held that for a solid like 20 seconds though.
It was impressive. But you can see if you go back and watch the match that Asuka literally tells Katana and Bianca, eliminate me. Like literally like 5 seconds after.
I looked at I'm like, there's no way they were supposed to be out that early.
It was definitely a botch because that's why she said eliminate me, because they would not have eliminated her unless she told them explicitly to eliminate her. So
yeah, which was great on Asuka. That was a great audible, but there's not a lot of stars in the company who would do that.
No.
There's not enough unselfish, because the Rumble can make or break up someone.
Mm-hmm.
Since when do you hear someone who's probably supposed to be in the final 7?
Mm-hmm.
We can confidently say that. I don't know how much farther after that. I'm actually going to say final 4 because I think one of the final 4. And you know which one I'm referring to.
No.
Yes.
That final 6 people who were in the Rumble was perfect.
It was great, but I don't think that's the original plan one.
False.
I still think Damage Control.
Anyways.
Okay, 12 Tegan Knox, 13 Caden Carter.
Hey, let's not pass up Tegan. Tegan's great. Don't just go be like
13 Caden Carter.
Okay.
Then we had the best moment, the highlight performer of the Women's Rumble. 14. The person who made all of our hearts sing. Chelsea Green.
I don't want to say she's the performer of the Rumble.
Dude, she had me dying.
Oh, she was absolutely the comedy character of the Rumble. It was just absolutely amazing.
She lasted longer than 5 seconds, even though she probably paused. That's what she said.
She lasted. She definitely did not want to after the match.
I felt horrible for her.
You know what's gonna happen? 2025 Rumble. She's gonna enter the ring. She's gonna see like Nia or fucking Piper, and then just step out.
I was running the Twitter, and there's one point where she got thrown out. Piper caught her as she was entering, and I'm like, veteran move right there by Chelsea. She's gonna stay on those steps for a while. 10 seconds later, she was in the corner of the ring again.
Yeah,
not a veteran move. But Piper was 15. We'll talk more about the humor of it when we get the other person in.
But they were clearly setting up a storyline for the tag championships, but it just kind of fell apart because of Kari elimination.
Xia Li was 16.
Okay. Of all the people in the Rumble, they could put in. I'm sorry. Xia Li was not the correct person. There was someone missing from this fucking Rumble from NXT that could have easily taken over Xia Li's position. That'd be a little advice.
Wrong one.
Gigi Dolan?
Wrong one.
Thea Hale?
Wrong one.
I think of woman in the NXT division.
It's the one I'm always
Soroka?
on. No, the one I'm always with. Blair Davenport.
Did you know that she was in AEW?
Huh?
She was in AEW.
She would have been better. Let her and Jade, who we will talk about more later, stare down.
No.
17, Zelina Vega.
Awesome. You know what? Two people pointed at the sign before the victory, right? Before our Victor ever pointed at. Zelina Vega was one of them. Absolutely fucking awesome pop. I believe the other one was Nia, and no one popped for her. So,
Chelsea Green did.
Was it Chelsea?
I want to say Chelsea also pointed.
Someone else pointed. I know it was Zelina, but the other.
It was when she wasn't eliminated in like the first 10 seconds. I think at one point she pointed.
I honestly think that Trips is going to look at the schedule, see that Zelina has fans behind her, and give her a push.
Let her win the Andre the Giant's Women Royale.
No.
Yes.
Give her a WWE Championship.
Oh, sorry, the Mae Young Battle Royale Classic.
Give her a 1 month run as WWE Champion. In like November.
Okay, yeah.
Like when nothing's happening.
No one cares. Wrestling doesn't exist for between Survivor Series and
unless a fucking bomb drops like that one week we had.
Jesus fucking Christ. That shit was red alert so quick. All hands on deck. All hands on deck.
All right.
Number 18 was Maxine Dupree.
Maxine didn't look good. She struggled throughout that match.
She's still so far behind in the ring.
She definitely need. I think take her off TV or put her back. Put her in NXT for a little bit. Let her work out a little bit.
Let her just stop trying to put her in matches.
Give her time. Don't. She's an awesome on-screen talent, like as a character, but
she needs
in the ring she needs a lot of work.
We were taking steps forward.
We were for a while.
These last month feels like those steps forward have all become half steps back.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite full steps back.
Like she's made semi-improvement, but everything is kind of regressed a little bit. Give her some time. Give her some time in training. Put her in NXT if you really need her to have some on-screen time, but she needs a little bit more.
She needs time.
Yeah.
Number 19 was the monster among women.
Dude, I thought we were going to repeat the same spot we did last year with everyone pushing her out.
I love the spot we got instead.
Oh yeah, the spot instead was amazing. We'll talk about it when she comes out, but
okay, we're gonna rapid fire through these next ones. There's only one name we'll talk. Well, Shotzi. We're gonna talk more about.
All of a sudden, I'm seeing people like hype up Shotzi. Shotzi's great.
Did you see the Elimination Chamber?
Oh my fucking god! I want to blow my. I really. Okay, so
what the fuck was that?
I'm gonna spoil the final 6, people. Okay, so we had.
Whoa! Let's get through Becky's name at least.
Fine.
Okay, number 21 is Becky. Go.
All right, cool. So, the final 6 that were our winner was Jade, Bianca, Tiffany, which we'll get into in a second. We'll talk about Tiffany.
Did Roxanne stay till the final 6?
No.
So she was number 7. She was 7 then.
No, she was out right before then.
I thought she was 7.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
They don't have the elimination order.
Sorry. Jade, Bianca, Liv, Tiffany, Becky. Am I say right? And then what was the last one? Motherfucker. I can't remember the last one. Who the fuck was the last one? I gotta look.
What names did you say? Becky, Jade, Tiffany.
I got you. Jade, Becky, Bianca, Liv, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton.
Then Roxanne was finished 7.
I don't fucking remember. But someone who plays Tiffany with Shotzi, and I'm like, do you know how good Tiffany is? Because Tiffany, you could just slot her in there.
So here's what I'm gonna say. We're gonna talk about that Raw to go on to Talon's Riyadh Mania for the Raw title. It was Becky, Jade.
It was the final 6 without Tiffany.
Yeah, it was the final 6. It takes Tiffany out
and puts Shotzi.
In. I'm like, what?
Shotzi's great. Shotzi, don't get me wrong, but she's not main event talent.
No. Tiffany
has the potential to be the main event talent. She was the main event talent in NXT. She cooked with fucking Becky Lynch. Like
we talked about it at Elimination Chamber.
One
performance.
We did not talk about Chamber, bro. We did not talk about Chamber. Chamber has not happened in our time. Games. Did we? Oh yeah.
Because she was in War Games.
I thought we were about to talk about Deadline. I don't know why.
No, War Games. We talked about how there was one person in that ring who did not feel like they belonged in that ring.
That was Shotzi.
And that was Shotzi. We got slightly. We didn't even get Mania Charlotte, and that was still better than anything else we had.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte actually kind of went hard in that match, to be fair.
Yeah.
But Shotzi was just. There's a spot where basically Shotzi's like, I don't want to hit her, and Becky's like, "Fucking die, you bitch."
But Shotzi shouldn't be nowhere near that Elimination Chamber. I'm sorry, Shotzi. Love you. You're great. I just don't think you're at that level. Tiffany, as an upcoming talent, could boost her a fuck ton in the chamber.
We'll talk when we get to 29. We'll talk about Tiffany.
I know. I'm got pissed about that chamber fucking match.
Yeah. 22 Alba Fire. 23 Shayna Baszler.
Alba entered without her tag mate Isla Dawn.
Yeah.
which was a big point, which I think might set up a
Well,
storyline.
No, well, she walked out with her.
I know,
She
but
didn't go to the ring.
that's what I'm saying. Nick Aldis said, "Isla, you're not in this."
Yeah.
On SmackDown, so that might set up a storyline between them.
There might be something.
Don't break them up though.
There's something. 23 Shayna. Can we talk about how down bad someone was?
Someone was down bad for Shayna.
No, down bad for Antlers.
Oh my god! Michael Cole went insane over the fucking antlers.
Boo, Pat was even confused. It's like, what's up with these antlers?
Well, apparently, I think it's because of like Viking tradition, wearing the antlers guarantees victory.
They guaranteed a 5-second elimination.
That's what it did. Because R-Truth fucking came out instead. What came out after? She popped up. She was very confused. R-Truth enters the fucking Rumble, and then Nia eliminates him. And then, out of the confusion, Valhalla comes in and gets eliminated right after. And they just both walked
by Nia.
With Pierce. Yeah, by Nia again. Yeah.
Meat Chin was 25.
Which awesome. I love her. Great. I was
26, Zoe Stark.
Yeah.
And then the final 4 decided, like, hey, we just had that stretch where, like, the biggest name since Becky was Shayna.
Yeah.
And then after Shayna, it's like Alba Fire, Meat Chin.
Which aren't bad people. They're great.
We're going to throw Roxanne Perez, nice name.
I don't know about you. That's a great name.
That was awesome as fuck.
Roxanne went from 8 to 26.
Yeah.
So there's like a hierarchy to the number things. That's great. So.
Oh, yeah, we have enough. Jade fucking Cargill's 28.
Jade Cargill, watch that fucking ring. There was aura. Fucking aura.
Is that even the right word? Is that the right word there?
Vibes? I don't fucking know.
I don't know if there's a word that exists for how much there was.
It was off the fucking charts.
She gets in the ring and
stares down Nia, who has been wrecking the fucking Rumble.
Nia was doing what Nia does in every Rumble. Just running the entire field. That's what she does. It took 8 women trying to eliminate her, including Piper Niven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, we didn't even talk about the Chelsea spots.
We'll talk about the Chelsea spots. That happened throughout the whole fucking Rumble.
But no, at this point, Chelsea's gone.
Is she?
Yes.
I don't fuck. So Chelsea basically got a pancake the whole match.
Chelsea was in hell.
She was behind. She got pancaked by Piper like 15 times.
Got Piper by 4 times by herself.
Got pancaked
Nia pancaked 4 times. She got Oreo'd like 3 times. It felt like.
Yeah.
Nia fell on her. Chelsea Green was in the training room right after the match. She was like Flat Stanley. The air pump. The air pump. Come on, Chelsea, get up. Get up, Chelsea. Matt Cardona was on the phone. Is she okay? She just ate like 5 tons of weight between the pancakes. We need her alive. Elon Musk was like, dude, she gets too many Twitter clicks. Come on.
Not to get too political. I don't like Chelsea Green has come out that she's bi, and what she did, the Rumble was in Florida, which has a huge like anti-gay statement, whatever. Yeah. So she came out in a skirt that was rainbow.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, the fucking balls of her is off the charts. I love it.
She was on some podcast today talking about how she's pro LGBTQ.
I'd hope so because she is.
Yeah, but like she was like talked about it for like 20 minutes apparently.
You send me the link. I want to listen to that then.
I'll see if I can find the tweet again.
Chelsea,
we'll go back to the GOAT of women's wrestling right now. The most over woman in wrestling right now.
Becky Lynch?
Becky Lynch is not the most over woman in wrestling right now.
No, but she's the GOAT. Don't disrespect the GOAT.
Jade Cargill's my GOAT. She eliminated Nia Jax.
I will push it. Dude. The insane. Okay, so last year, Nia was like this, no one could lift her, no one could push her out. So they took 11 women last year to push out Nia Jax, including Rhea Ripley, who couldn't lift her last year. Literally, she struggled to pick her up.
Jade Cargill.
Cargill.
Flexed while holding her up and then slammed her.
And then fucking tossed her over. I love it.
The reaction, I didn't even pop.
No, it was stunned.
I was like,
it's what Becky did. Becky literally looked at it and just like,
it was not even. Well, when she picked up Nia for the first time, I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? What the fuck? What the fuck?
this is some John Cena type shit.
And then she threw her out, and I'm like, is this real?
Mm-hmm.
Is it actually still Friday night and I'm just sleeping?
Jade Cargill is her.
Jade Cargill was just, and it wasn't like that was the only thing she did.
No, she was awesome the whole match.
And then the rest of the time,
there's a spot after that we can talk about.
We have to. It was my favorite It was the best stare off of the night.
It's the best non-throwing Nia out of the match.
That stare down.
Goddamn.
Man, I got chills.
We can't talk about that yet because part of that thing hasn't come out yet.
Sorry. Number 29, Tiffany Stratton. All right, let's talk about it.
God, what the fuck? I'm stuck. Give me a second. There we go. I'm back. I'm good.
Number 29 was Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany showed everyone on the main roster who the fuck she is.
You want to know how good she was?
She's so fucking good.
You want to know how good she was in the Rumble?
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of talk backstage at WWE about her performance in the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're starting to pitch her up to the main roster.
Remember when we were talking about a few months back? Not even I think it was before deadline. It was, I think, around.
I feel like every week we talk about like them having to call people up.
Yeah, and we mentioned it at least once, but we were talking. It was after No Mercy. It was like this because it was on our first episodes. We were talking about I was like, we can call Tiffany in by Mania. You're like, no, wait till a year, maybe two, and we're sitting here at.
But I've also been on the. Bunch call them up.
I know, but you gotta wait on some of them. But
which I mean, that's kind of what we're doing right now. It feels like.
Okay, but I want
Carmelo's called up 3 weeks ago. Braun Breaker's getting called up. Tiffany's probably going to be called up within the next 4 weeks.
But if I told you by around No Mercy that Tiffany would be called up before Roxanne Perez, what would you say?
If you would have told me that Roxanne and Tiffany Stratton were in the same match. And the talk of the night wasn't both of them were great. Mm-hmm. It was Tiffany Stratton is ready to be called up. Mm-hmm. I might have been a little shocked because we both know how Tiffany is outstanding, mm-hmm. but we've both also been very open in saying Roxanne's probably more ready.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna phrase this in football terms. Here. So, 2020 NFL Draft. Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, all those great guys, right?
Yeah.
Roxanne is Joe Burrow. Has been awesome in college, whatever, and NXT being college, off the charts. But Justin Herbert is consistently great. That's Tiffany Stratton. Oh, you can follow.
I think that was a horrible analogy. That
probably was.
That was because Joe Burrow is a top 3 QB in the league. Still.
So is Justin Herbert.
Okay, then who's not a top 3 QB? Josh Allen and Mahomes.
Josh Allen.
Thank God this is not a Thank God this
if we're talking overall, overall
talent-wise, Josh Allen.
Last year, Burrow was hurt, so we can't talk about that. So,
I'd say a better analogy for that's looking back at
Give me a better knowledge.
The 02 class with Cena, Lesnar, all them is
Cena and Randy.
Roxanne's Randy, better talent, all this, all that.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay,
but Cena is so consistently great at everything he does.
Okay,
and we know what we're getting, and that's Tiffany.
That's a better analogy. I'll give you that. I will 1,000% give you that.
Is Roxanne is better than Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
You will never hear us say this. Mm-hmm. It's Becky and Sasha. Oh, Becky Charlotte. Becky Charlotte.
Becky Charlotte's a better analogy than Sasha.
Becky Charlotte.
I mean, Sasha and Becky have a relationship, but not
Tiffany. It's funny enough. Tiffany is Not Charlotte in this situation.
No, she's Becky in this situation.
She's Becky in this situation. Even though everyone tries to compare her and Charlotte.
Well, because they have the same type of
They're both blonde. They're both blonde.
They're both blonde white women, yes.
Yes, they're both very easy to compare. And good at wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But Tiffany is way more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne is also just younger.
How old is Tiffany?
Not 22 years old.
That is correct. I know that for sure. I'm looking up 24.
2 years is 2 years.
Hey, I'm 22. I'm about to be 22. Roxanne?
I'm about to be 20. Roxanne?
Tiffany? Well, Tiffany's with Ludwig. I don't get that. I don't get that structure.
I don't think you can beat the German man. I'm sorry.
He doesn't like black people, though.
So he's dating a white blonde.
That's your blue eyes, because then we gotta be concerned.
Okay. Well, nothing else big happened. Entry Rise in the Rumble.
Hey!
What?
Back you the fuck up.
Oh yeah, it's Alexa Bliss,
dude. Okay, that's another issue we gotta talk about. Is that the fucking songs, the theme songs nowadays are too like confusing to people that we don't know who the fuck's coming out.
Did you see
Seth Rollins didn't know.
Did you see the Seth video?
Yeah, Seth Rollins didn't know what the fuck was coming out. He tried to work, he did not do well.
It was man.
So my live stream or our live stream, whatever.
It was yours. It was yours.
The curb stomp live stream, the curb stomp reaction. We had our friend Cass from UKW.
We also had a homeboy Valente from UKW.
Yeah, but I'm criticizing Cass.
Yes, but shout them both out. We can shout them both out.
They're both from UKW, but one does actually like YouTube content more or less than the other one. He's been on the show. Well, Valente's been on the show before, so
not Grayson, not Kaleb.
Yeah.
I appreciate that he kept that joke going on though.
He should have.
He did. No, it was his.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
But Liv's music hits. I have it really low, so I couldn't hear it that well because I was listening to the boys more than the broadcast, and I'm trying to listen to who the fuck it is, and Cass goes, "Oh, it's Alexa Bliss," and then I hear the watch me, and I start getting hyped up. He's like, "Oh no, it's Liv Morgan." I'm like, bro, and then
he sent me that. He's like, dude, you need to see this.
And then our friend Geeks had his live stream. And they were confused. They thought it was Alexa Bliss as well.
They did too.
Yeah,
I knew right. Well, I had it louder though. To be fair.
Yeah, you had it like
I had normal volume. Volume.
I had it lowered, and I had the boys on the other side. So like,
but I genuinely my grandma's like, "How do you guys know these so fast?" I'm like, "They'll laugh."
Yeah, I didn't hear the laugh. That was the issue. Then I heard
the laugh is to me. What makes his Liv so special is he just has that laugh at the beginning that no one else has.
Yeah.
But man. Liv Morgan.
I got so fucking hyped. Literally, my adrenaline went through the fucking roof when she came out.
But we want to talk about the because she also had a gear inspired by somebody.
By Christina Aguilera?
Yes.
Okay, which one should I get?
We can also the only other one that really yells at me was the obvious one of Selena.
Yeah. What was that from?
Fortnite.
Yeah, but what was it?
I don't know what skin. I like the glider though.
Was it the Omega?
It might. I don't
know. Zero idea.
Make that a skin in Fortnite.
Just make Selena Vega in Fortnite.
But and then we got greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Jade Cargill's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Bianca Jade now.
Jesus Christ.
Bianca Jade.
Who was it? I know who one of the people we picked up was.
It's Tiffany was one.
Oh, then the other one was Liv.
Yeah.
I know Bianca was in Liv. Was the other one Tiffany?
No, I think it was.
Okay.
It was either that or put Roxanne.
So what happened was that my God, Bianca and Jade picked up a superstar of their own.
Okay. 1 second. I have to run upstairs real quick.
So Bianca picked up Liv, I believe, and then Jade picked up. If I'm guessing we're going with Tiffany.
Yeah.
They had the stare down. They dropped both of them. It was chef's kiss. God, your hair, bro. Every fucking episode.
Mania.
But I don't think so. Not this year. Because you either need heel Bianca or heel Jade.
They don't always have to be heel.
You can't do face here. What's the storyline going forward? Unless you do it for like a number one contenders match at Mania, which is be stupid. So what's the storyline going?
And I said this. Women, because the tag women's showcase last year flopped.
Mm-hmm.
Do the men's wrestling classic fatal 4-way. Bianca, Jade. Probably will have to be Naomi, because I don't know what you do with Naomi for Mania. And then you figure out who your fourth is.
I don't know.
I don't know who it would be right now, because I don't know what they're looking like. Because Bayley, Io.
Mania's in such a disarray right now. We have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, but I can't name that fourth at this moment. But I think it should be, if we do the tag showcase again, which I think we should, and then we have the women's wrestling classic.
Okay. So final six. We've already talked about the final six.
Final four.
The final four was. Man, it's going to shit. The final four was Bayley,
Jade. Bayley, Jade.
We barely talked about Bayley, even though she's the fucking winner of this.
Well, we're about to talk about her a lot.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah. All right, it was Bayley, Jade, Liv,
and
Tiffany.
I thought final four.
Oh, I feel like it's Bianca. I don't know why I feel like
it was Tiffany.
So here's my problem. Here's why I don't think this is better than the last year's Rumble. Is because last year's Rumble had this perfect ending. It was this perfectly cinematic type ending with Asuka and Liv and Rhea all on the apron, right? Mm-hmm. This year it was Tiffany gets tossed out by Jade, Jade gets tossed out by Liv, and Liv gets immediately bounced off by Bayley. It was like 5 seconds at most. There was no like.
There was more. It was more than 5 seconds.
There was no like cinematic ending. Like
all three of them on the apron at one point.
I'm saying, if Liv like rolled back in where Bayley was into the ring, and they had like an actual like showdown instead of her like immediately getting kicked off, I think it would be better. But she literally immediately after she eliminates Jade gets pushed off. Which also huge boost for Liv to be like pushing off Jade Cargill after what a fucking match Jade had. But our 2024 Women's Royal Rumble winner, we both got it correct. I got the final two correct technically. I
would have been really interested to see what happens if that botch didn't happen.
Well, I can't say much. Okay.
Because my final two consisted of Bayley and one of those two.
Yeah. But Bayley winning the Women's Royal Rumble, going to Mania, punching her ticket to Philadelphia, but cannot make it on the banner for fucking WrestleMania.
Did you see the interesting fact? She joins the elite company.
Well, there's 7 women's Royal Rumble winners, so
one of 3 Grand Slams. Well, one of three who have won every key match.
Yes.
Rumble winner, Grand Slam champ, Mrs. Money in the Bank, and won the Elimination Chamber.
So it sounds like Rhea needs to win Elimination Chamber and Money in the Bank, when her reign ends. That's all I'm hearing.
Asuka hasn't done this. Mm-hmm. Oh no, yeah, she did. She did win the chamber. Never mind.
I'm gonna say she did it last year, and she won Money in the Bank in 2020.
And I didn't think she had the chamber.
So she won it last year. So just some numbers to go with for the Women's Rumble. Bayley, our eventual champion, had 7 eliminations, 1 off in the record. Nia Jax tied the women's record with 8 eliminations. Bayley and Naomi both broke Rhea's record from last year, with Bayley clocking at 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 3 seconds. Naomi clocking at 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 18 seconds. So we had 2 Ironmans right there, technically. Valhalla tied the fastest elim in the women's Rumble with 5 seconds, tied with Chelsea Green. The first time since Bianca Belair in 2021 at number 3 has won in the Rumble, and is now the luckiest number in the Women's Royal Rumble is number 3 because it's the out of 7 Rumbles, there's only been one repeat number, that being number 3. And Natalya and Liv Morgan are the only 2 women to have competed in every Women's Rumble now. Dana Brooke and Tamina were among them last year, but missed this year, so they officially are not longer part of that company. It's just Natalya and Liv Morgan. Just some numbers to wrap it up.
And you know, I think somebody end up being the last one to. I don't think Natalya is going to be. I think Liv's more likely to continue that streak than Natalya.
Yeah, the age kind of thing gets in the way.
I think Natalya's going to be the world champ next Rumble.
That's disgusting. Okay,
calling it now. I'm kidding.
Anyways, Bayley was absolutely terrific throughout this whole match. I know we didn't talk about her much throughout our little recap there, but Bayley was off the charts. She was amazing every single part of it. I love her.
What makes this hard to praise Bayley is we've done it every week for the last 5 weeks.
I know. We talk about Bayley every time she's in a match.
Bayley is on the best run right now.
Mm-hmm.
The best work she's done in WWE for a minute.
Yep. And she'll pick her eventual champion she goes after this Friday.
Yo.
They say she wants to go through Rhea.
She ain't.
I'm not saying it.
Dakota's going to turn on her, and then she's going to go for Io.
Yeah, probably. That's what my guess is.
Anything else you want to talk about
with the Rumble?
With the Women's Rumble?
I'm very excited for Bayley to face off against Io, and then I'm very excited for this Chamber because this Chamber has the makings of being the greatest thing of all time. You have top end talent, top end talent.
It's gonna be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
WWE has so much talent right now.
So I'm reading this little thing you have here. Stars of the match.
Oh yeah, we were gonna highlight the individual men's and women's who really showed out. You didn't expect to show out. So
like surprises.
Like
that weren't.
Hey, you look at them and say they really. Because every year we have one person that feels like who. Everyone it gets a lot higher on after the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
The women's one is obvious.
Tiffany Stratton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Men's one.
Don Mysterio.
Very up.
I'm kidding. It's Braun Breaker.
It's Braun Breaker. But
both NXT superstars.
Both NXT superstars. But it feels like every year we have last year. Gunther was by far the star.
Yeah, not really.
I know you don't like him.
He wasn't the star last year. That's
for women's wise. It's easy to say Rhea because she went the distance.
Mm-hmm.
You could very easily say it was Liv.
Who also went the distance.
Who also went the distance. But this year, easy, they're clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's no argument here. Not for me, at least.
Monday Night Raw.
You didn't want to talk about the disappointments of the match?
Oh, disappointments.
I'm reading this is you, and you have a press conference as well. You want to have the press conference?
Oh, yeah, shit. Hey.
You were the one who made this fucking agenda today.
I haven't looked in the agenda. I mean, I can't lie. Disappointments. Who was the most disappointing star of the match for you? For both? My women's one is not one you're going to like.
Disappointing the women's match. Disappointing the women's match.
We're going to have the same one.
I'm going to go with Candice Ray.
Because of the lack of pop.
If you can't get a pop in the Royal Rumble, it's kind of downhill from there.
Becky Lynch.
L. Get the fuck out of here.
She had one iconic moment.
I don't give a shit. It's Becky Lynch.
And it wasn't even her moment.
I don't care. It's Becky Lynch.
Yes, but by Becky standards, it was a bad match.
Okay, but you can't hold Becky standards over her.
I very much can because I hold it to that up echelon.
Because Becky standards is better than 99% of the fucking division.
She felt like she had an India Hut role.
Okay, that was her. But that was her role. That was her role.
See, let's see how many eliminations she had.
3. That's my guess.
Let's see. Does this also have the eliminations by him? Oh. Of course, I have to go here.
I'm just saying you cannot hold a Becky standard.
You
over
said
her.
3?
Yeah, I'm guessing 3.
Less.
2?
Less.
She did a single elimination.
She eliminated Chelsea Green. That's it.
She eliminated her in a very nice way, to be fair.
Only one she eliminated was Chelsea Green.
Okay. She still was great.
Let's see, who's the most random person who had more than her? Kaden Carter had 2 eliminations.
Because Kaden Carter is her.
Tegan Knox.
Because Tegan Knox is her.
Had the same amount of eliminations.
Okay, I'm just saying. Becky had a role. She did her role perfectly. She did great. There was no fuck up there. No, not a disappointment. She did her role. She completed to the Becky level.
I said what I said.
And you're saying it wrong.
I said what I said. Oh, well, let's talk about the press conference real quick.
I didn't watch the press conference, so this is.
I did.
I would hope so because you're the one who put it on the agenda.
Bailey, it's so awesome seeing nice Bailey. Because she's very out of character during hers.
We're getting face from Bailey coming up, man.
And it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically the big thing I wanted to talk about her was she was very happy. She talked highly about the women's division, about how there were no legends this year.
There was legends this year.
Not in the women's rumble.
Yes, there was.
Who?
Becky Lynch.
But no returning legends.
Bailey.
But no one who was retired who came back.
Bianca Belair.
Grayson.
Naomi. Natalya.
Well, I'm sorry.
Dude, there's a point in when you were live tweeting, you're like, "This is Hall of Famers, type of Hall of Famers." Like,
yes,
they just keep going.
Yes, but they also didn't like. There was no Trish Stratus. There was no Lita. There was no some random women's wrestler in the '90s. It was all current day women's wrestlers.
Yeah,
first time we've had that.
There's still legends in that division.
There's legends in the division currently, but we didn't have any come back. Just for the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes was Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
I mean,
brought the glasses and everything.
He was very professional because and I think they asked.
This was not a fast lane.
No, but because, oh my God, I want to know.
He didn't have heavy libations.
I want to know what would happen if he got asked the Vince question he got asked during that press conference.
You asked the Vince question? Someone
asked him one.
Huh.
It felt very planned, though, because of who they asked. There was someone who Cody knew.
I think the Vince questions were inappropriate.
I'm going to talk about it more when I get to Hunter.
Okay.
But Cody answered it well. You know, we learned at the same time you guys learned about it.
Mm-hmm.
This, and this. And then Hunter got a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah,
he's not a lot.
CTO.
But he also didn't answer a lot of them.
Which
he poked around him.
Can you blame him?
I know, but someone it was my cousin who asked me, "Are you shocked that they're doing this?" I was like, "Not really," because it feels like they want this to feel like a real sports, press conference.
Yeah.
So those questions have to come up.
Yeah.
And will they questions need to be asked? Yes. Were they inappropriate? Yeah.
So here's why I have a problem. But everyone's like he avoided the question. Of course he's not avoid the question.
Yes, because he doesn't know the whole situation.
Yeah. I mean, he knows of the situation. We know this. We know he read it. He said he didn't read it. We know he read the fucking lawsuit. The difference between I'm going to compare this to a recent situation as well. I'm going to compare this to the Chris Jericho situation that happened at White World's End. So that happened. Chris Jericho was still with the company. He was still, and he competed that night.
Mm-hmm.
The Vince situation, Vince was fired immediately. He was no longer part of TKO. There was nothing that Vince had was still involved with WWE. That's the difference.
Gone.
He was gone. But the second that came out, he was gone. It's part of his agreement with TKO too. So that's the issue. I think that obviously the question had to be popped. It had to be paused. But I just think that asking Cody first of all was inappropriate. But
Cody's the guy you ask in that situation of all
but
people on the roster.
yeah, but I feel like the only person you really ask is Hunter.
I think that one was planned
It might have been
because because Cody even made a comment to the report about saying his name that he doesn't need to with him. He knows his name. Blah 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 blah. So I think they knew that she was going to ask it, and they told Cody that your last question goes to him.
Okay.
I think that felt very planned.
I just people are bashing Hunter for that, and like he obviously he has to do the PR thing and just like avoid the question as much as possible. But I mean, Vince no longer part of the company. What can you have? You can't even talk about it at that point. It's not even his issue.
Oh well.
I mean, Slim Jim came literally right back after he was fired. So
Monday night, now ready for Monday?
Sure.
What's Cody Rhodes going to do? We both very clear. But Seth cooked.
Seth had a great promo. I'll give him that.
It won't convince him.
No, it won't.
But it cooked.
You gotta remember the story is about that championship right behind me, not the one behind you, the one behind me.
Even though this one's the better one.
It is the better one, but it's about it's about that championship.
This one's better.
I'm not getting up. I'm in shorts right now, and I really don't want to get up and go grab the belt. I'm not getting up and grabbing that belt. I'm in shorts.
I'm finishing like this.
Okay. But it's about that belt, not the one you're holding. So, it's not going to happen. But it was a great promo. I'll give him that.
Oh, it cooked. I don't know if I'm really going to finish like this.
Please don't. Punk had a great promo about Mania. Drew is a fucking menace to society.
He had another. He also had a TikTok today.
I know, bro. It's fucking.
Drew is.
Remember we were saying that he was an anti-hero like a month or two ago? No.
He's the Joker. He's the Joker. I mean,
bro,
I think I spoke to Mark the tweet of someone posted all four of his. I used to pray for times like this. Laughing during WWE, the Jordan laugh with get well soon at CM Punk. Drew McIntyre posting get CM Punk WrestleMania main event 2024 to 2024.
Bro's the ultimate fucking troll right now.
But the TikTok today was the most evil one.
I didn't see the TikTok today.
Don't forget your traps workout. I'm like, dude, Drew, you're a menace.
Menace to society.
Kofi is still amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That match was a banger.
Yep.
Judgment Day retained.
They shouldn't have.
They shouldn't have. Nia Jax made mommy her bitch.
I don't like you.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, you are wrong.
But Bayley pushed her announcement back to Friday now for her announcement of who she's facing. And Drew beat Sammy.
Which there's an awesome shot with the power bomb. I love, dude. Ever since Kevin Dunn left, the production value is all the way
amazing.
It's been great.
Kevin Dunn held back WWE.
It did indeed. I know that I apologize to everyone that we kind of sped through Raw, but there's a reason why we had to sped through Raw because we're almost 2 hours into this,
and we still have two things left.
Two things left.
Well, one's gonna be another speed through.
What's
NXT?
What happened to NXT? I didn't watch it.
I have it all. I have it here.
Thank you. I appreciate
Oba
it.
fucked up LWO.
Who?
Oba.
Lola
Vice faced Elektra Lopez.
Okay, and that's the Santos Escobar thing, right?
Yeah. Vince Holland against Lexis King.
Are you a registered Lex offender?
Yes. No, I'm kidding. JC Jane wants to save Chase U.
Valid.
Noam Dar versus Von Wagner for the Champions Cup.
They're still doing that?
Yes, why wouldn't they?
Because
the Champions Cup is up. What's wrong with the Champions Cup?
Just because.
What's your issue with it?
I don't have an issue with it. I didn't think they were still doing it.
Is it because it's a cup?
It's also because we have we lower the championships in every fucking company.
And then the main thing, Ilya, Trick, man in the ring.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
All right.
Once again, that's another thing. Speed through. We'll hit 2 hours.
We'll hit 2 hours most likely.
Not most likely. We definitely will.
So this Sunday we're gonna be live again, which is actually today's Saturday. So tomorrow we'll be live for Vengeance. But we have decided we pushed recording off a little bit to predict Vengeance. We haven't predicted an NXT pay-per-view.
But you know what? New year, new us.
Well, I believe we talked about it when we talked about the PLE rankings that we want to do NXT. We just didn't watch them this year. So
why not start now?
Exactly.
Why not start now?
The first PLE of the year for NXT. Yeah. So
I have the match card.
I have it as well. Oh my god.
Usually I'm the one who reads the match cards.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, I'll let you do it, to be honest.
We're gonna start off with the mixed tag team match of apparently there's what the fuck? Okay, never mind. Got it. Is the family with Tony D'Angelo and Chain Stakes Lorenzo with Adriano Rizzo. My god, I cannot talk. Versus OTM, which is Lucien Price and Bronco Nima, and Jada Parker with the scripts for a mixed tag team.
You know what, man? I'm a mob boss.
I'm gonna go with the family as well.
I'm a mafia man.
Yeah.
You know, Grayson doesn't know this, but in our D&D adventure, we're part of a mafia now.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
I haven't been part of that in like a month because I've been busy.
I will fill you in, but we're in the mafia now.
Oh, okay, valid. I'm fine with that.
Okay. But yeah, I think it's the family.
I
Call
think
him up.
No.
Yes.
No, we need to leave NXT something, my guy.
The family. Mamma mia, my family.
Yeah, there's not room for them on the main roster right now, so they can stay.
Get rid of Judgment Day and replace them with the family.
I'll take. Dijak versus Joe Gacy in a no DQ match.
You know who I'm picking, right?
Yeah, Joe Gacy, right? I'm gonna be real with you. I have no idea who the fuck Joe Gacy is. I know I have his card in here. I have a video coming out Thursday about that.
Dijak. Dijak's my guy.
I know Dijak's your guy.
I love that. I'm on the Dijak train.
His name when he was with the Retribution was something. I can't remember it now.
T-Bar.
Thank you, T-Bar. That's his name. I remember his name.
The Dijak. He's the only one from the original NXT still in NXT.
He was from Black and Gold?
Yes.
Bro's been there that long?
He's been there for 7 years.
So he's been there as long as Tyler Bate has, okay.
He has been there since day one.
Well, he went out to SmackDown for a little bit.
Yes, but he's been back. He's the only one who is still full-time NXT from the first time we got Black and Gold.
That seems really weird. Like, okay. No.
Call him up!
No, don't call him up. Make him stay down there.
Okay. What's next?
Baron Corbin and Braun. They had the Wolf Dogs or something like that.
The Wolf Dogs.
Yeah, the Wolf Dogs versus.
Dude, that interaction of the name was.
I love it. I love. He's like, oh, I thought about this like a month ago. We've only been tag teaming for 2 weeks. The Wolf Dogs versus.
Where did this idea come from? Oh, I was thinking about it in the shower. You think about me in the shower? No, I think of us. That doesn't make it any better.
I found my Joe Gacy card.
W.
I also have a Dijak card in here. I think. I can't find. I'm not gonna go find it though.
Grayson's gonna start to have cards set up, so for every pay-per-view match he can just flash.
I can try to do that.
I don't think we'd have. I actually have a bunch of cards there.
I have a video coming out tomorrow.
Yeah. I might watch it.
Oh, well, Thursday now. If you guys are watching this, anyways, versus the Trick Mill game, the Colonel Hayes and Trick Williams, obviously. So, which of our favorite people do you think is going to win this match? The Wolf Dogs or the Trick Mill gang?
Who do you want?
I'm rolling with Mello, my guy.
Well, then I am rolling with Braun and Corbin.
That's an L take, my guy.
That's a dub take.
It's an L take.
Yes, do you know why it's a dub take?
It's an L take.
Yeah, building Braun Breaker to be Brock Lesnar, you can't have him lose.
You can have fucking Baron Corbin eat the fucking pin.
But Braun will book.
So wait, you rather sacrifice Trick or Carmelo?
I would rather Braun Breaker spear the hell out of Trick Williams.
You're fucking insane. You don't want to kill that vibes, man.
Whoop that Trick. Actually, Carmelo will eat the pin, I think.
I think Baron's in the pin. I think that it's Trick Melo Gang winning this shit.
Well, we'll find out live. All right, next.
Next is Oba versus Dragon Lee for the NXT North American Championship.
All right, on the count of 3, we're making a prediction.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oba!
I did that because I knew we had the same one.
Yeah.
If Oba ever drops the title, I'm gonna purposely go and kill Shawn Michaels.
He's just never dropping the title ever.
He's staying in NXT forever. He's Oba. Oba will be the new face of NXT.
I'm down with it. Apparently, wait, I don't think we were talking about this. According to his mother, he's actually 25, not 22.
Oh God.
Well, he would age
There's an NBA joke here.
Yeah, there is. What's his name? Don Maker.
Don Maker.
There you go.
Remember, teams drafted thinking he was 18, and it was like, oh yeah, he's like 28.
Yeah. But it's not. They didn't hide it from him. They knew he was 25. I think they were putting him as 22 to make like a storyline out of it or something.
3 years in wrestling is not that much at that age.
No, he's also already awesome. So
it's not like the NBA. 10 years feels like a short time. In wrestling, 25 that's 15, 20 years of wrestling. NBA, that's 10 years. If you're 25, you're good till you're 33.
Yeah.
All right.
The NXT Women's Championship, Lyra Valkyrie. I can never say it. Lyra Valkyrie, whatever her fucking name is, versus Roxanne Perez.
Lyra retains.
I'll take my guy. Roxanne has gone crazy.
Yes.
And I fucking love it. So Roxanne,
but she needs that energy on the main roster.
She will when she gets called up.
She needs it next Monday.
She's not getting called up. That's him.
I demand it.
That's Tiffany. Tiffany's gonna call up first, and then Roxanne will show up.
And that's
Roxanne will show up after Rumble. Not after Rumble. After Mania.
Yeah, after Rumble.
Yeah, after Rumble. After Mania to attack Tiffany and set up that rivalry at Raw.
Generational.
SummerSlam. Not SummerSlam. Backlash.
Anything.
Roxanne Perez versus Tiffany Stratton.
Oh well, let's talk about.
And then they, you know what they do? They introduce the mid card women's title for them, and they battle it out.
This might be where we fight.
Wait, Trick is pulling double duty?
Mm-hmm.
Trick is pulling double duty?
Yeah, I realized that too.
I just realized that. That's the very moment. I changed my vote then.
You shot yourself in the foot.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna go back, get our Rumble predictions, and keep track of this all year.
Honestly, good idea. Keep track of our predictions.
It's gonna be the yearly. Who hits more?
It's gonna be a yearly contest. This is gonna be the Run the North.
Like how every football podcast has the record the game predictor. We have
honestly, if I can find a place that make a cheap enough belt, I'll fucking get it.
I can cook.
NXT Championship between Ilya Dragunov and Trick Williams. This is my guy versus your guy. Well, actually, you'll have Trick, but like I'm saying,
no, it is very much our guy, my guy versus your guy.
Very much so. But so NXT. That's probably what's going to wrap up Vengeance. Who do you think's going to win? Who do you got?
You know my answer.
Uh-huh.
Who's your answer?
My answer, just because I know he's going to the main roster, is that Ilya Dragunov will win the NXT Championship because Trick Williams is going straight to SmackDown.
You want to hear the fun part?
That it's a better championship than winning the NXT championship is Trick Williams going to SmackDown.
You guys ready for this?
No. That's a song though.
Ilya's my guy, your guy's Trick. You're picking Ilya and I'm picking Trick. Whoop that Trick! Whoop that Trick! Whoop that Trick!
Why would you pick Trick?
Do you want me to tell you why?
Yeah, go ahead. You could.
This is something we didn't talk about.
I was getting called up.
And Ilya Dragunov is the guy who I'm about to go on my rant, and it's going to be better for us. CM Punk hurt. Kevin Owens, Faction Third, might be out for Mania. Seth Rollins out. Braun Breaker's in hell right now. Do you know who's been fucked over the most by
Braun Breaker in hell? What?
Brock Lesnar's in hell. Do you know who's been fucked over the most by this?
Gunther.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who does not have a WrestleMania opponent right now? Gunther. His original plans, Punk was Gunther, Seth, canceled because CM Punk.
There is an option where we can go with Gunther with WrestleMania.
It was audible. It was going to be Gunther, Brock, fuck Brock.
You want to hear what my option for Gunther is?
He is not facing Braun Breaker.
No, I'm not saying that. Do you want to hear my option for Gunther for
It's not Chad Gable.
I'm not saying that.
It's not Andrade Cien Almas.
I'm not saying that. Oh, that'd be a good match.
What the fuck are you saying?
For Gunther's opponent versus at WrestleMania 40 is his couch. Leave him at home.
Button.
Leave him at home.
There's the leave button.
Leave Gunther at home. We don't need him.
Give Ilya his call up. Give us Gunther Ilya IC title Mania. Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
This. Trust me. If it wasn't for the fact that I am pushing this agenda, I would be pushing Ilya Dragunov to win this match.
Wait. Hear me out. Winner takes all.
Yeah, I don't. Yep. I mean, Ilya. No, Gunther wouldn't pull double duty.
You don't need to. You combine them. You know. No NXT championship anymore. There's no main championship in NXT anymore.
I will put my official prediction out there as Ilya because Ilya is going to win.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pushing my agenda.
That's fair.
And Carmelo Hayes cost Trick the match.
Valid. I see it. I see the vision. All right, but that is going to wrap up this episode. This very, very long episode. This is our first 2-hour plus episode besides seeing other reactions, but that's not a thing. We will see you guys tomorrow for Vengeance when we live react to it. We'll hope to see you guys all there. But until then,
be there or be square. Be there. Actually, no, never mind. What I was going to say.
Be there. We're going to send Braun to fucking bark at you.
Oh, well, what I was going to say was correlated to Brock.
Oh God, no. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week when we talk about when we recap Vengeance and do all that other shit. But until then, bye-bye.
Yeet.
No yeet.